Daily Pink Slip. From narrow cliffside roads with no guardrails to deadly frozen tundra highways, we're counting down the 10 most dangerous roads in the world. Number 10. Located in Bolivia, the North Yungas Road was actually christened the world's most dangerous road in 1996. Just perfect for our list. So yeah, this road curves around mountains. There's no guardrails and 2,000-foot cliffs. But really, that's not enough. The road is a whopping 10 feet wide, which means a lot of the vehicles have a hard time fitting. Some have even more trouble. And well, yeah, they go falling off. It's pretty terrifying. Thankfully, they replaced this road with a modern bypass in 2006. At that time, it was estimated that this road claimed around 300 lives per year. These days, the Death Road, as it's known, is most often used by adventuring cyclists. Number 9. Located in the Eastern Alps in Italy lies the Stelvio Pass. This is the highest paved mountain road on the Alps. Just take one look at this road and it's pretty obvious why we included it. Stelvio Pass has 75 hairpin turns and a very steep grade. If you've ever played a racing game in the past 20 years, you've probably driven on a course inspired by this insane road. Of course, it's very popular with thrill-seeking motorists, especially those on sport bikes. Top Gear once called this pass the greatest driving road in the world. For one glorious day a year, they closed the road to all motor vehicles and let 8,000 cyclists take a trek up this twisty nightmare. Oh yeah, and one time this giant boulder fell on this guy's car. Number 8. North of Queenstown, New Zealand, you'll find the gorgeous Skipper's Canyon. To access this area, you'll have to take a treacherous drive down Skipper's Road. Wait, no, not that one. I guess this is Skipper? Never mind, apparently this is some guy named Julian Bordeaux. Anyway, this is the kind of area where they really warn you about what's ahead, which is pretty nice of them. The roads are narrow, there are no guardrails, and it gets to be pretty steep. Plus, there are some wicked hairpin turns as well. One highlight is Skipper's Bridge. This bridge was used by gold miners to get them across Shotover River, which is also the richest gold-bearing river in New Zealand. But still, don't bring your rental car here. Really, they have signs about it. Number 7. The Sichuan-Tibet Highway in China is an impressive 1,330 miles long and traverses 14 different mountains. Some of the roads are pretty rough, but it's obvious that the views are worth it. Some sections of the road are pretty narrow and have no guardrails, so you have to be cautious about preventing your vehicle from careening off the road. Some portions of this highway get hammered with snow, so heavy machinery is brought in to clear everything off. That being said, landslides and avalanches are pretty common, so don't screw around. A giant rock could land on you, just like that time this giant boulder fell on this guy's car. Number 6. Built as a supply road to support the Trans-Alaska pipeline system, James Dalton Highway in Alaska is one of the most isolated roads in the United States. Ice, sub-zero temperatures, and blinding snow are the biggest threats to truck drivers who frequent this highway. If you run out of fuel on this road, there's a serious risk of freezing to death. There are only 3 small towns on this entire stretch with fuel and medical services few and far in between. It's actually recommended to bring survival gear if you plan on taking a trip down Dalton Highway. Most famously, this road was featured in seasons 3 through 6 of the History Channel's Ice Road Truckers. Number 5. The Halsema Highway is a 59-mile-long stretch of road in the Philippines. It's pretty high up there in elevation, going through 4 mountain province towns. The highest point is 7,400 feet above sea level. Completed in 1930 as a foot trail, it was later widened to allow cars. That being said, most of the highway is still dirt or gravel. Not really sure where the toll money is going. Some portions have completely collapsed down the mountainside, as seen here. Landslides are pretty common, and you should probably watch for falling rocks. You wouldn't want a giant boulder to fall on your car like our friend here. Number 4. The Trans-Siberian Highway in Russia, not to be confused with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, is one of the 3 longest national highways in the world. It stretches 6,800 miles from St. Petersburg to Vladivostok. The thing that really sets this one apart is the fact that it's mainly a dirt road. After the winter snowmelt, these dirt roads turn into a post-apocalyptic, mud-filled wasteland. There's no need to make this complicated. You're going to get stuck. Look at this crap. That's not even a road at this point. In 2004, a rifle-wielding Vladimir Putin opened the Amur Highway, which greatly improved some of the worst parts of this road. Just look at that. Real pavement. Number 3. In the Philippines, Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon City represents one of the widest highways in the world. 6 lanes at its most narrow and 18 lanes at its widest, this extremely high-traffic road is prone to accidents. A shitload of accidents. Bad driving goes largely unprosecuted, so there's no real incentive to not drive like a dick. For many years, street vendors took up space on the road as well, which just created more accidents, especially public transportation-related ones. Also, it's very common for locals to jaywalk across this monstrosity, which leads to an alarming number of pedestrian deaths every year. Number 2. One of the longest and most important highways in Brazil, BR-116 is nearly 2,700 miles of concrete bliss. Due to unstable weather conditions, one part of the highway is nicknamed Rodovia da Morte, translation Highway of Death. Yeah, that's never a good sign. This extremely colorful and confusing graphic shows just how many accidents happen along this stretch of highway. It's really bad. Another disgusting fact about BR-116 is that roughly every 10 miles, you can find an example of underage sex trafficking. UNICEF estimates that there are nearly 250,000 children in prostitution across Brazil, with most examples being near this exact highway. Number 1. Don't let the name fool you. Meadows Road in Pakistan is ranked as one of the deadliest highways in the world. This is a completely local-built, unmaintained death trap excuse of a roadway and is not for the faint of heart. There are no barriers to stop you from plummeting to your death, the road is narrow, and if you don't have a Jeep, don't even bother. The road actually gets so poor that you need to park your car and continue on foot. The reward is great, however. At the end of this death road is Fairy Meadows itself, an extremely picturesque landscape that is very popular for outdoorsmen. But honestly, I wouldn't even bother. I mean, look at this thing. What the hell even is that? Hey guys, thanks for watching. Do us a favor and subscribe to Daily Pink Slip. Click like, share with your friends, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter, and leave comments. New Daily Pink Slip videos just for you guys every single week. Subscribe so you don't miss a video.